Should a CC project always be a proper essay-type structured speech? Is it okay if I just collect all my experiences and write a letter to my child? Toastmaster of the day and fellow Cavaliers. I'm writing this letter to my child, and here is my offerings to him. Dear child, this letter has been taken an extraordinary time getting itself together. In this letter, I wanted to some lessons and under what conditions that I have learned these lessons. My life is always believing that life loves the liver of it. In this letter, I have included so many events and experiences that I had in my life, but I haven't included the solutions, knowing very well that you are intelligent, creative, and resourceful to find solutions for yourself. In this letter, you will find 3 advices. Some will make you strong, but some will make you meditate. The child. Thomas Wolfe, a renowned American novelist, gave a title for one of his books, You Can't Return Home Again. I enjoyed the book a lot, but I never agree with the title of the book. I always believe one carries all the love, affection, and shadows of their family under their skin and the extreme corners of their eyes. Dear child, always believe your family is your world and your parents and siblings are there for you when you need home. There have been people in my life who meant me well, taught me very valuable lessons, and some who made me ill, given ample notifications that this world is not meant to be a beautiful place. If you remember in my first CC, I told you that I'm the epitome of luck, and my parents who knew it at the first place named me Lakisha. But there were so many times that I questioned myself, and there were so many times that I faced challenges. 2-3 years ago, there were so many temporary people entered to my life, and they said goodbye when they don't get what they need. Rejection made me ill, destroying all the hopes for the future, and I blamed myself, thinking that it's a fault of myself. But one day, a boy that came to my all-level classes walked to my life, and gradually I found home within him. We may act sophisticated and worldly, but I believe you will feel contented when you find your love. Dear daughter, I always believe that your prayers will be answered one day. I always believe that when you trust yourself, even a miracle can happen. Life is not always a beautiful place, and it's not always an easy to understand. There were so many times in my life that I was insulted to study in arts faculty, and there were so many instances in my life that my potential was challenged and rejected because of my study stream. In those difficult times, the only thing which kept me working is the self-love and the God that I have in my life. You may have earned a flat F for your subjects, making you feel miserable. But I always advise you to concentrate about the good times and passing grades in your life. The challenging days of existence may or may not be feel bright, but stormy or sunny, glorious or isolated nights. I insist you to be pessimistic and always try your gut feeling. Dear child, I write this letter to tell you three advices from myself to yours. Whenever you need a shoulder to rest, always remember your family is there for you. Secondly, I want to tell you, never lose your hope for love, as there is always light at the end of the tunnel. You may not find it today, but definitely you will find it one day. And finally, I want to tell you, always believe your feelings, always believe yourself. Be a fighter and continue to be one. I'm super glad about your journey that you have come so far. Keep up the good work and remember, I'm always there for you. With lots of love, Malmi. Over to you, Toastmaster.